Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here, lovely autumn day for the 12th of March 2022 on a Saturday. So it's a weekend, and I do believe it's a long weekend here because of Adelaide Cup public holiday on Monday. Now, I do have a little awareness that my microphone may be a little loud, so I haven't actually done a sound setting on this, and I know that I'm probably meant to, so I'm going to be speaking a little quieter this time. Okay, so we're here for our daily LENORMAND card spread reading. And I have got some LENORMAND cards here for us to read, of course, as a spread. And I'm going to shift over to that for us to share. Right now, tap into your psychic senses and your connection with spirit, and we'll get going on it. So here we go. What we've got, very nice indeed. Because I'm using a different deck. I usually do on the weekends. I like to change it up a little bit for weekends. Then I know that it's a slightly different part of the week to what the weekdays are. It's my way of keeping track. So here we go with the start on the Owl cards as I'm looking down to grab them and find where the camera is to focus for you. And it's this beautiful card. It's just with love. So all that you do through your day today, make sure it is with love. Isn't that just so gorgeous? I'm trying to let it focus. The cameras really are a bit tricky sometimes when it's a webcam. I do have it on an autofocus, so there you go. And that goes in my little holder at my desk so that I've got that as my focus all day. Well, for as long as I'm sitting at my desk, that is, which that's highly likely. The next one we've got, I'm using in the center, as you can see here, I have got a slightly different card. It's not a LENORMAND. This one is from this deck that's called the Australian Wildlife Wisdom. It's a little bit glary there. But that's the guidebook that's in the deck, and that is actually the same as the cover. That's why I've used the guidebook. It's a bit easier to hold. So some wonderful cards in this one, and the one that wanted to be read this morning is this one, and it's called Tenacity with the Wild Boar. Now, I suppose I could actually look that up as far as card 32 goes and see what energy it has. These are actually a rather detailed and long reading in the guidebook, so I'm not going to actually read the whole thing because it goes into how how the nature and the characteristics are in the way that these animals, these creatures, these beautiful beings live their lives. So what it's doing is suggesting those different things for us in a way so that we can understand the backstory a bit of what these beautiful animals represent to us and how they live. So it's actually the medicine that brings forward for the wild boar. It does suggest that to rise above the challenges we face, tenacity is called for right now. So it is call upon my dreaming to help you find the courage, strength and certainty you require, and I'll help you muster more grunt to withstand opposing forces. So it really is that strength of character that the wild boar is bringing to it, to keep on keeping on pretty much with that tenacity. And the other part that I have here, as far as the cards go, is from this deck, the Rana George LENORMAND deck, because as you know, this is a daily LENORMAND card spread reading. So that's from this deck. And we have got Vicky here and Shaz. Whoops, sorry, I'm just got to get my... so many things are backwards. So Vicky, good morning. Did I put that up? I did, didn't I? And then we've got Shaz. Sharon, good morning to you as well. And we've got Michelle. So I know it's always early for a weekend day doing the 8 o'clock. And I am going out to, I'm going to YouTube Ros Boundy page, the mytimetv.live page, and the Facebook, like the Ros Boundy card reading group, those three in Facebook, and also to the Body Soul app. So if you'd like to download that, I shall put a little post in there to remind people how to download the Body Soul app as a little Loom video or something. I'm not sure how to do that direct into Facebook. Anyway, we'll see. I'll suss that one out. So, and you're enjoying your omelette and coffee. Oh, yum. Well, I've got my coffee. It's not the red wine from last night. There's my coffee. So I have got that, and I might take a sip. And what I'll continue doing is reading the cards. Here we go. Very interesting as I laid them down, because I thought straight away of two sisters who were on last night's readings with Leanne and I, as far as the cards, the chat, Friday's intuitive chat, Kay and Kim. I really think this is confirming some of that, the tenacity. I straight away thought of this particular, situation for Kay and the tenacity there, because love interest. Here we go. We've got a man and a woman, like a woman and a man, and here we've got the letter card right in the middle. So that's about communication, and straight above the tenacity, in between the woman and the man. And I thought, Kay, keep on keeping on. It really is communicating what your desires are. And this is what I'm feeling for the whole of this spread. It's communicating what your desires are. And if you are in that situation of having a partner, it doesn't matter if it's, whether it's the woman and the man, or whether it's man, woman, whatever your love interest, your situation with partnering and partnership goes, it is involving that letter, whether it's more formal in the arrangement of a formal agreement, as in a business partnership, or whether it is a love interest and that style of partnership that you're looking at there in your day-to-day, or looking at it, for what is future plans. It really is bringing forward that is communication, written communication in an agreement. And maybe it is that future intended love letter for that who you are attracting into your life, and bringing it to fruition with that tenacity. And there you go. You've chased away the Corellas again. So you're busy. Are they staying away this time, though, Shaz? So feel that energy in you today, that you are keeping on persisting. You are moving into that strength of having, that energy shift, that, if it feels like it's been like a bit of grunt work, well, keep it going just for the moment, and really put in that energy to shift that you're wanting, desiring, so that, it can be that, the success that you want. It can be that, the conclusion, the success. That there's another word that I'm trying to think of, and for the life of me, I can't think of it. It doesn't matter. Or a will between family members. Well, anything that is an agreement. A will usually isn't. A will itself as a document is only one person's perspective. It's the interpretation of it between the people that it involves. That's more so. It's not so much the will, it's the discussion of the will, probably, or the final arrangements, because there's many steps in having, once death has occurred, and the process of what happens to our things, and the financials, the money, whatever is left behind, we don't take it with us. So yes, it is that. Very interesting perspective, because each and every one of us does have a different perspective in our lives, different situations happening all the time, isn't it? So they have moved away today. Well, that's good. That is good. So as we are moving around and about in our day-to-day, think of what your interactions are with the other gender, the other sex. It is that balance of what's male, female, female, male, and having that communication between it and understandings, because the thing is, it doesn't end at just the talk. It doesn't end at just, what we think that we understand. It takes that extra step, hence the tenacity of the boar, being able to actually understand as if you are the other in some sense, but also even that little bit more depth in perspective of, oh, look, I might not be able to understand because I'm not in that situation, but placing yourself almost as a witness of where they're coming from and what their life experiences have, if you know them. We don't always know, and that's where communication comes in. Don't you just ask questions? Don't you just want to find out? But listening to the other's story is also very important. So I'm quite enjoying, if we go back to just those cards, quite enjoying it's almost like there is a balance there happening, and we've got that mediator of what is tenacity being part of that, and what is the communication as far as that letter, what does it represent for you. So yeah, very interesting. So as you step into your day, have a wonderful time, feel the energies, feel the connection that you have with spirit, your spiritual team, because we do each have individual structures around that and different teams too. It's not just the one. There are many, many different spirit guidances that are helping us, and we each have a different team. So try and connect with yours today in a real way. I'm going to leave you with that. So hopefully for tomorrow, there'll be new cards, of course. There is always. And I just realised I've got one of those. I'm just trying to close that one. Whoops, I'm in the wrong program. I just realised that was up there where it's not meant to be. And just move forward in your day with joy and happiness in your heart. Even for those instances where you are actually seeing and hearing news that's not good around the world, put out that love. It's what the owl card is for. Everything with love. So emanate that love out to the world, because it does start with us and our intention of what do we desire. What is our energy going to flow into? And if it's with love out to the world, that's what's going to be the end result. We just need to know that, trust that, and believe it. Move it out there. And, what will be, it will be those positives. It will be that love that's just generating further and further. Thank you for being here and sharing my space with me with these readings. I love it to have you join me. And hi, Sarah. Lovely to have you here too. And I'm just finishing off. So it's not going to be a long repeat. Just go back to the 5-minute mark or whenever I started the reading, and you'll quickly pick up on what the energies are in these cards today. So, and thank you to those who are watching the replay. Look, it would be lovely. Just as a little explanation, I am actually wanting to do a little test thing with Facebook. If you pop over to my @Ros Boundy page, for those who aren't, is that how I actually do that? Just do an @Ros Boundy. I'm just trying to think. What's the link? That's the Ros Boundy Facebook page. It is the @Ros Boundy. And just type in soul in the comments under today's. I just want to sort of see how far does Facebook actually show from a small business page, how much interaction it does do when you have just one word comment like that. And I'd love you to put soul, because I am using the soul software.co software that is the Body Soul app that's part of that platform. And I'd love to just test that. So if you could indulge me, it'd be wonderful if you could. And I'll do a free reading for each of those who are able to do that. Just pop over to the Ros Boundy page and type in soul, and I'll do those after I've had my breakfast, because I do just want to see. Look, it's just my own little instinct around how things may or may not happen with AI and Facebook algorithm stuff and all that sort of thing. I like pressing buttons and testing things out. So thank you if you may do that. And because of course, yeah, I'm just trying to think, do I have to put in a full full website link for that? I might just go and do it this way because that might be easier. I love it how you, as my morning family, indulge what I do. And that one might be a bit easier to go to the link. I don't know. Let's try it out anyway and type in soul. Just like this. So I'll just do that. Let's see what it does. Let's see where it takes us, and you can have that wonderful little mini reading for free. So thank you. Now, have a wonderful day or evening if you're over in the other spaces and places in the world that's heading into your nighttime and sleep. And to all those, breathe into your day. And wherever your intention is, let the focus be with love. Namaste.